Today I'm going to tell you an interesting story about the life of Saint Richard of Pampuri. Saint Richard is also known as the patron saint of sick people, medics, and military chaplains. He was born on August 2nd, 1897 in Trivulzio, a small town in northern Italy. He was also the 10th of the 11 children in a devout Catholic family. He lost both of his parents when he was 10 years old, and was then raised by his uncle and aunt who taught him a deep sense of faith and love for poor people. When he was a child, Saint Richard had a compassionate heart. He was even known to share his food with the beggars and care for sick animals. He also loved to spend time in the church where he could pray to God and attend Mass. Saint Richard also dreamed of becoming a missionary one day, but he took a different path and went to pursue medical studies at the University of Pavia to become a doctor. Though his career in medicine was promising, he didn't see it just as a job. He saw it as a vocation. When he became a licensed physician, Saint Richard didn't apply to hospitals or clinics to practice medicine and earn money. He instead treated the poor and sick people in his town for free. He would give them free checkups, medicine, and money out of his pocket. Saint Richard believed healing the body was only complete if you also healed the soul. But in the outbreak of World War I, he was obliged to serve as a field medic. During this time, Saint Richard was confronted with the harsh realities of war, such as witnessing atrocities that resulted in severe injuries and the loss of countless lives. But despite all this, he would never refuse to abandon any wounded soldiers or enemy. In 1927, Saint Richard decided to abandon his career and entered the Hospitaller Order of St. John of God. It was a religious order that is dedicated to providing medical and social needs for poor people. When he was a religious brother, he often led prayer groups and worships while stationed in a hospital to provide care for sick people. Sadly, after 2 years in the congregation, Saint Richard contracted tuberculosis, which weakened him. On May 1st, 1930, he died at only 32 years old. After his death, people in the town of Trivulzio mourned for his loss, for he cured many sick people from their illnesses. But his death was only the beginning of something greater. People started to pray for his intercession, and miraculous healings happened. One story is from a woman who suffered a spinal injury and was near death. After she kissed the relic of Saint Richard, she was miraculously healed. Another well-documented miracle story of Saint Richard involved a Spanish child named Manuel Rodenas, who suffered blindness from a severe eye injury. His father prayed through his intercession to cure his son's blindness, and miraculously, his son's vision was totally healed. This led to his canonization as a saint by Pope John Paul II on February 11, 1989. Today, Saint Richard is venerated as the patron saint of sick people, medics, and military chaplains. His feast day is celebrated every 1st of May. If you like stories like this, follow, like, and subscribe.